The browsers of today are broken. They've been overtaken by a barrage of sneaky and annoying ads, trackers that follow your habits, and cookies that build profiles, and all sorts of other internet clutter that's taking precedence over the content that you want to see. In fact, these useless bytes can take up to a whopping 50% of page load times, with a third of it anxiously trying to learn more about you. To make matters worse, some ad blockers are even letting ads through when large advertisers pay them. But do you really want a leaky ad blocker? It's because of these very reasons that we developed Brave, a new browser that kicks internet crud to the curb and makes it faster, safer, and better to surf the web than your current browser. With Brave, everything you need is built right in. We integrated technology that automatically blocks trackers, annoying ads, and shields everything that can cramp your style and destruct your privacy. With it, you can expect increased speeds nearly 2 times faster on laptops and up to 4 times faster on mobile. And unlike any other browser, Brave allows you to support your favorite publishers with automatic micropayments, so it's a win-win for you and your favorite sites. To top it all off, Brave is open source, because we truly believe it's our web and we need to fix it together. So ask yourself this question: do you want a web browser made for the internet of today? If so, try Brave. It's faster, safer, and ad-free.
Okay, so why did I give this quick explanation of Brave? So Brave is like Google or Firefox, a website which is able to um, cancel out all the ads that are found on the websites. So due to this, you can have a choice whether to watch the ads or not. And if you do decide to watch the ads, you're then rewarded with the basic attention token right here. So this is the logo of the basic attention token. And now I'm going to start talking about the basic attention token. So it's a digital advertising platform based on the blockchain, which increases digital advertising efficiency while preventing ads that download malware and trackers. So this platform enhances interaction between advertisers, publishers, and users. To serve advertisers and consumers, advertisers pay attention to BAT tokens. BAT is distributed, transparent, open source, and productive project that first established the blockchain's industry digital advertising platform. The team behind the creation of BAT is very strong. It has set up a vast network of clients, marketers, and publishers, and is working on expanding partnerships. Due to its productive ecosystem and strong token economy, it makes BAT competitive on the market. However, BAT currently depends on the throughout capacity of Ethereum. Due to that, it is a drawback for BAT, so it could negatively impact the growth and development of the ecosystem. So, in other words, if the number of transactions increased in the BAT network, the load on the Ethereum network will grow. As a result, when the limit is reached, the Ethereum network will not be able to process the number of transactions, so the BAT network will start to slow down. The well-expressed centralization of power is another drawback of the BAT token. In the long term, this can be a problem for the token since it will have a slower expansion. Ultimately, in the short term, BAT has an excellent opportunities to remain a key player in the digital advertising industry. Nonetheless, the above issues need to be overcome. Otherwise, in the long term, its competitor will be able to take over in the market. So now when looking at this chart here that we have, we are able to see that Uphold allows to hold, receive, and send and convert BAT into fiat cryptocurrencies. YouTube creators are also rewarded for content by YouTube viewers with BAT tokens. Barron's and Market Watch will become verified publishers. Brave will provide full access to Barron's.com and premium Market Watch newsletters to a limited number of users. So Civic, these are the main partners again. So publishers will also, with Civic, be able to safely and securely verify their identities and collect BAT tokens. HTC Brave is the default browser on the HTC Exodus. DuckDuckGo. Users can select the DuckDuckGo search engine as a default on the private tab. And this does not share all personal information. So also the MetaMask. Users see a notification that offers enable MetaMask to view the content, and Ad Ledger. That's the research and development consortium building the blockchain standards for digital advertising. This organization consists of advertiser agencies, publishers, and technology providers like Condesk, IBM, Omnicom, and Technica, and other ones. So now continuing on the business case. So when looking at the business case, that intends to cover all kind of digital advertising. So it wants to improve the way companies are using digital advertising. Most computer and cell phones are using ad blockers due to the substantial amount of advertising. So this doesn't only slow down devices, but it also makes users and advertisers unsatisfied. The users are displeased and the advertisers are losing profit. The BAT platform is based on the blockchain of the Ethereum, and it uses an algorithm of the POW consensus. As a result, it functionally depends on Ethereum's work and has limited capacity to perform, which may adversely affect the ecosystem development. So, due to its numerous partnerships with very different companies, um, such as Apple, YouTube, Dow Jones Media Group partners, and now it will show actually a chart. So, such businesses help to increase the number of active users, broaden the BTA platform's usability, allow users to trade fiat money for BAT tokens, and more instantly. This helps BAT to remain more competitive and occupy a larger share of the digital advertising market. So BAT is a network of distributed ads running on the Ethereum network. This project is unique in terms of technology in the blockchain space because it is the only project within its browser that has built a decentralized digital advertising platform. BAT has an exciting way of catching the attention of many users. Since users' activity on the web pages can be tracked, the BAT team decided to build a model based on their feedback that would reward users. That is, the size of the bonus depends on the time the user receives an advertisement and the number of pixels in promotion to the relevant content in the user's view. As the program evolves, transparent cost per action models will be improved. Also worth mentioning is that all the user information remains on their devices, so it's not shared with anybody else. Um, when looking at the business model of BAT, so there is three main factors that come in, which is the user, advertiser, and the publisher. So, for example, that is when watching a video on YouTube, the one watching a video is the user. The video that wants to be seen is um, the publisher, and the person who creates the advertiser. So you are the user is the person who's interested in the content of the publisher. In this dynamic, the advertiser is in the same market as the publisher and would like the ads to reach you. So there's also another factor that would should be taken into consideration, being the platform. YouTube is a platform to have ads that will interest the users. Platforms went into searches of the data of the users. So advertisers will be able to understand what the needs of the users are with this information. So there's a triangle created between the user, the advertiser, and the publisher. The users are rewarded with BAT tokens for their attention. Um, the user's attention is privately monitored on the device in the Brave browser. So users' private data never leaves this device. The advertisers achieve ROI, better targeting, and reduce fraud. Publishers receive BATs based on users' attention. Revenue increases as inefficiencies decrease, and ad blockers for the advertising industry have been a bane. Many advertisers have appealed to consumers to turn off their ad blocker to gain access to their content. These ads need to work for both advertisers and publishers, as this is their most abundant source of income. How does BAT change this? By economically enabling users to view advertisements and using their distributed machine learning system to show users the same type of ads that would like to see, guaranteed that the announcements of the advertisers are not lost. So publishers also gain a lot from this due to the advertisements that are being seen by the users. The more they're seen, the more publishers are paid. So, for example, the YouTuber PewDiePie made $15 million just in 2016, and the BAT team plans to use all their financial resources that they receive. So 58 will probably be used in developing existing Brave browser technology, 7% in unforeseen costs, 13% to third-party providers for marketing. So they're going to pay other important providers to market, which is going to help them become more known. 12% for marketing of their own, and 10% for the administration. Okay, so now going into the another part of the BAT token, which is the BAT token has risen in value lately following the announcement from the Brave ads. The prospect of increased use cases has grown massively for basic attention token. Brave is a research engine such as Google, where all the ads are blocked, as I talked about before. So the Brave platform is where you will receive the tokens, and this is an important strategy that should be taken into consideration. So a way to market, here we're talking about marketing the BAT token. So it's important that there is word of mouth for the marketing, because mostly you're gonna want to hear your friends talk about this, or somebody that you know is a trusted source. So you're gonna be going to look to download this website and receiving this mostly because it's a trusted source and somebody else who you know is telling you. Due to it's very unique, and it's essential for it to spread through word of mouth, because people are going to start talking about it since it's so unique and it's not something that other websites are doing. And mostly people love earning money by putting their minimal effort. So this is you can browse through the websites and earn money by having the ads or just by looking at the ads. This means that you're earning very easy money, and it's something that a lot of people like to love to have. So partnerships with big businesses are also a way to market the token. So for example, now the BAT token, you can make purchases with the BAT token on Apple or Amazon. And recently, the Brave browser has announced partnership with a Tap network. Thanks to this partnership, Brave users will be able to redeem the BAT tokens on the Tap network, where they can find around 250,000 brands. This will give the user a gift card in order to any of the brands available, such as Apple, which is mostly one of the most important ones, since if they know that by just watching ads, they're able to buy products that they're really interested in, this can be something important for marketing the token, since they more people are going to start talking about it. So the leading key players in the blockchain, since we're going to talk about the blockchain, since the BAT token is based on the blockchain. Um, so there is GP Morgan Chase, Ethereum, R3, IBM, and Coinbase. So who is JP Morgan? JP Morgan is a major American investor that has shown a lot of interest in the blockchain technology. He invested 9.5 billion tech just in 2016. So then there's Ethereum, which is an open source blockchain based computing platform. There's R3, which is also a is a distributed database technology company. Still, most important, it runs a consortium of major bodies, including some of the world's largest banks. And one of those starting members, which is the most important one, is J.P. Morgan. So then there's IBM, which is a provider of blockchain, and it's working on ways to deliver technology to industry. And then there is Coinbase. Coinbase can provide all kinds of services using blockchain.
So the most important key player that we got to take into account is the Ethereum. So since the Ethereum is one of the key players in the blockchain, this is really a good, very beneficial for the um, BTA because because of it being one of the key players in the blockchain. It also helps the BTA rise up, making it more giving it more of an advantage for it to become more important.
Okay, so after all, I believe the basic attention token is a very, very good idea that was invented. This is why I decided to start talking about it, because it's also, compared to any other token, it's very unique, since no other website has ever thought of doing such thing, of giving away tokens which have a money value, um, and just for watching ads. So due to this uniqueness, it's going to increase a lot of people's attentions, and it's one of mostly my favorite coins on the market now, after discovering and searching through all the other available options. So thank you for watching, and this was my explanation of the basic attention coin.